You chose me. Has it got to be a teacher or an adult or?
It doesn't have. It varies depending on what you want. You can either
Yeah.
have someone that is not part of like any of the strike stuff, or you can have someone that is part of it. And I thought you're the only person I really know that's doing all the strike stuff.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay.
I think that's recording.
Why did you decide to choose that topic?
No, we were made to choose the topic.
Oh.
Yeah.
You were made to choose this topic.
Yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Who by?
Riad.
Oh. Okay. That's interesting. Okay, it's interesting. I didn't know that. I didn't know whether you chosen it or not. Okay, all right. Yeah, because he was on strike, wasn't he? This sort of strike. Okay.
First question.
Yep.
How long have you been at Tower Hamlets College?
I've been here 11 years now, since 2007. Yeah, January 2007.
Second question is, are you a part of the UCU?
Yeah, I'm part of UCU. I've been an active member all the time since I've been here. One of the local officers, so I'm the membership secretary. So I kind of go around trying to recruit people, update people, but I've done loads of different things for the union, sort of representing people against disciplinaries, all kinds of issues, as well as campaigning within the college, but around London, nationally. I've gone to their conferences. So
yeah. So before you, like, when you first joined, obviously you didn't have a quite big hand in it. So what did they sort of do for you when you first joined?
Well, I've always been a trade unionist, since I've been a teacher. I was active when I was in the secondary school. What it did for me, well, I just know that if you don't have a union, you can't, you need to be represented to fight for pay and conditions and things like that. And as an individual teacher, you can sometimes win certain things, but things like pay. Our pay is not set by your individual manager; it's set by the government, basically. And you have to join together to sometimes be able to achieve things. So that's what a union basically tries to do within a college, across London, across the country. So, if we didn't have unions, we wouldn't have some kind of contract. We'd have even worse paying conditions. We'd have more job cuts, more people on 0 hours contracts and that kind of thing. So, as well as just stopping bad practices, unfairness, bullying, all kinds of things that go on. That I've seen go on across teaching. So there's loads of examples of when I know the union's made a difference. And if we hadn't been there, some people would have gone off sick forever. Some people would have got sacked. Some people, we wouldn't have got as much pay as we've got. It's a whole number of different things with the unions making a difference.
Do you think when you were striking, do you think it was effective?
I think it was in the end, yeah, it was. I mean, when you can't strike it, you never quite know. It's like you hope the management listened to you. We had a ballot result; it was a good ballot result. We told the management we were going to go on strike because they were offering 1%. We wanted about 6.6%. We've lost over the 9 years 24.5% pay, which is almost a quarter of our wages, which is £9,500 per year if you're top of the scale, which is a lot of money. So we didn't. You just know that sometimes you have to. If you put your case and the management aren't listening, what else can you do? You put your case, and so that's why. Yeah, I mean the first strikes went very well. They were very well supported by the membership. Management made a few little sort of concessions, but it wasn't way below what we wanted really. So that's why we had to carry on taking strike action. It's never easy, but in the end we gained an extra, if you're 800, 400 one off, 400 on top, it's about an extra 2% for full-time staff, which compared with 1%, that's quite a lot. But it was like getting blood out of a stone from the management. That took a very long, hard fight to get that. We had to take 5 days of strike action. So overall, we've gained more than we've lost in terms of money. And we're in a position more to sort of fight next time. And management know that pay is an issue. We can't just, you can't keep seeing your pay cut again. You're working like crazy to try and get the best results, as we all do. And then, we keep struggling. And the management have a massive pay rise, by the way, of course.
Yeah.
The principal had a pay rise of at least £35,000 in the last 4 years. From 50,000 to 185,000. So when you know that, and some of the other senior managers have had big pay rises, and all the ordinary staff, we've just seen pay cuts basically, and increased workload. Well, that's it's not very fair, is it?
No, it's kind of stupid. But
Yeah.
Do you think there was any better alternative to striking? Could you reckon it could have been avoided?
It could always be avoided if management had basically come up with a better demand, but they didn't. Like they kept at the offer even before we took the strike action. They could have upped the offer. They didn't. We took some strike action. They upped it a little tiny bit, but it was pathetic, and that's why we had to carry on. I personally would like to have carried on longer if we could have done, but you have to persuade the majority of people, and the majority of people accept, well, this is as far as we can get. That's where you're at. But we are going to carry on next term. There'll be national action. We're going to be balloting. There'll be a lot more colleges taking part next term. And we've inspired people in other colleges who are often even on an even worse pay than we are. Many of them have had no pay rise, and I mean no pay rise at all. Their wages completely frozen for about 9 years. Which is not what we've had. We've had maybe 1% pay rises, but yeah. So in other places, even worse. Yeah, which is quite shocking. But so that's what I'm hoping that we'll have far more, and that's the kind of thing we need. We need to put national pressure on the government to basically, sort of give us more money for the sector. Really, that's what it wants. It's more funding for further education in general, and the pay is just one part of that. But that's what we want, because we think if your teachers are happier, we're more likely to be better teachers. I mean, our working conditions are your learning conditions.
Exactly.
And if the teachers aren't happy, or they can't afford to live near their college because the rent is too much, or some will go off to secondary, where you can earn a lot more. You can earn £7,000 a year more for being a secondary school teacher, which is a massive difference now. And some people will just try and go into other careers.
Yeah.
Some will,
It's all about sort of see what's best for you. You can always I've seen teachers from secondary schools switch to universities, to colleges.
Yeah.
It just depends where you want to go and what you want to do.
It's partly that, but money is starting to play a factor. Where you say you are losing some good teachers. I know, a couple of people who've left this college to work in secondary, and the pay was one of the main motivations, because I'd say secondary is harder in terms of the pupils, because they're younger, the behaviour's worse, more difficult.
Yeah.
But you do get paid considerable, a lot more than we do. So, and we often teach a lot of the same courses: level 2 GCSE, level 3 courses. This is what some schools do now, secondary schools, with sixth forms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What improvements do you think Townless College or New City College is now should make to the college in a whole? Facilities.
College as a whole. Well, I think for the students, I think they need a lot more activities, like enrichment activities, more sporting activities, a bigger kind of place to just chill out in the lunch times or whatever. We used to have way more youth workers. We used to have about 7 full-time youth workers in enrichment. Now it's like one man and a dog, really. So I think that would be good. That would be good for the students. It's very crowded at lunchtime with the canteen and stuff. That is a massive problem.
It's very packed, and some students can't even get lunch because it's so crowded and you can't get.
Yeah. I mean, we're getting rid of the 15-minute break thing, which was a lot of mayhem this year for both staff and students. So that's good. It should be half an hour now next year. So that's good. Yeah, I think that's maybe put on a greater range of courses. Then that's offered at the moment. I think it's sad that some people are going to be forced to sort of have to move to Hackney, or some people from Hackney have to move here, because for some people that may really be quite a longer journey and stuff. I think for the staff, what do we need? We know lots of things. I think we need. What do we need? We need more time. I think that one of the biggest things we've got is, if you work 24 hours a week, contact, that is a lot. And whenever you've got new courses or anything like that, that is a massive demand on your time to develop new resources. Or for example, me, I'm teaching a new thing I've never taught before. It's like starting a new job almost.
Yeah.
you want more time and training basically, and then you're more confident. But that's what we don't have generally. If we don't have more and more support staff, there's massive cuts in support staff. We used to have a whole team of people who used to go who their job was chasing up attendance and punctuality and things like that. They've cut to the bone, so it's now all about the teachers and the managers that are doing that. So we've got loads of other things to do, let alone chasing up attendance. I don't think that's our main job. I mean, obviously we're concerned about it, but it's like we're not going to spend half an hour just phoning students every day. Why weren't you in my lesson? I mean, you can't do that. It's not a good use of time. So I think that would that would help. More into curriculum, bring back coursework for more subjects. I mean, I hate not having coursework in GCSE English. It's a lot better with coursework. Students are more motivated, more interested. Just having exams is awful way to sort of assess people.
Yeah, because then some people that like do it slower or do it over time, it doesn't.
And it creates more pressure as well. You've got
exactly.
2 exams. You used to just have one. So if you've already got, say, 40% coursework, you've done well in the coursework. You can just feel a bit more confident and whatever.
Yeah.
And it's motivating each lesson. If you don't have coursework at all, it's all just so far away,
And then when it gets close to the exam, the pressure is on, because if you don't smash it out and at least get like 60%, you're screwed.
Yeah. Absolutely. So it's harder to pass all round. So I wish, but that's not in our control. That is in the government's control, unfortunately. So I think that's some of the main things, I guess.
Yeah. Well, we've covered about everything. Yeah. That's it.
Okay, well, thanks for. Do you want to know my name? I don't know my name. So let's see. My name is Ian Crossan. I'm an English and learning support tutor at the college and taught Stanley. I had the pleasure.
Thank you.
All right, I hope that's all right. Yeah.